relationship between maximum value, instantaneous value, and average value. These relationships are applicable for rectifiers only. So in context with the rectifiers, we are going to discuss this relationship. So as we have discussed earlier that the instantaneous value for a sine wave is given by instantaneous value V, means the instantaneous value of voltage of a sine wave is given by Vm sine omega t, or simply Vm sine theta. If it is a current, then instantaneous value of current is given by Im sine omega t or Im sine theta. So why this term sine is there? Because we are giving the input as sine wave. AC input is sine wave, and that's why we are having the formula instantaneous value for voltage is equals to maximum value sine omega t or sine theta. Now we have studied rectifiers are of two types, half wave rectifier and full wave rectifier. And in context with the half wave rectifiers or full wave rectifiers, we are going to discuss only the final values of RMS values and average values. I have forgotten to mention the one more term, VRMS. This is the root mean square value. So we are going to write the formulae for the RMS values, average values, instantaneous value, and the maximum value. Means the relationship between all these values in context with the rectifiers. So we will write for half wave rectifiers as well as for the full wave rectifiers. So half wave rectifiers are of two types. As we know, it is center tap transformer full wave rectifier or bridge type full wave rectifier. The values for the center tap full wave rectifier and bridge type full wave rectifiers are same. Only the difference is in the transformer utilization factor and the peak inverse voltage that is to be handled by the diodes. So we are not going to discuss that. We are only going to focus our attention on the values of Vm, V average and Vrms. So we will discuss one by one. So first, Vrms, root mean square value. So this is the value. Actually it is measured by the voltmeters. So value on digital multimeter, or we can say voltmeter. So it is a measured value. This is the actual reading we get. Okay. So Vrms for a half wave rectifier, as the output is obtained only during the half cycles, either in the positive half cycle, either in the negative half cycle. So Vrms, root mean square value, is given by Vm by 2. Similarly, for the full wave rectifier, Vrms is equals to Vm by under root of 2. We will discuss the derivation in the next classes, in the next sessions. So root mean square value, it is the actual measured value on the voltmeters, or we can say the digital multimeter or the analog voltmeter or the analog multimeter. So it is the actual measured value. It is displayed value. So for half wave rectifier, it is Vrms is equals to Vm by 2. This Vm is maximum value. For half wave rectifier, it is simply 2 Vm by 2, and for the full wave rectifier, For both center tap and bridge type, Vrms is equals to Vm by root 2. Next is the average or a DC value. It is represented as VAVG or VDC. This is equals to Vm by pi. And for the full wave rectifier, V average or VDC is equals to twice of Vm by pi. Why 2 is there? Because we are obtaining output during the both positive half cycles and during the negative half cycle. Means complete cycle we are getting the output. So these are the two very important relationship. And from where we will get this Vm? From this. Or similarly, IRMS can be represented as IRMS is equals to Im by 2, and for this IRMS is equals to Im by root 2. I average is equals to Im by pi, and for full wave it is I average is equals to twice of Im by pi. The unit for this is volts. This is for amperes, for volts, amperes. For this the unit is volts. For this the unit is amperes. Unit is volts, unit is amperes. Next topic is calculation of frequency. So this frequency is the output frequency of a half wave rectifier and a full wave rectifier. So we will discuss how to calculate the frequency, output frequency. Now it is surprising to say that I am using the word output frequency in rectifiers. Yes, because the output of the rectifiers is pulsating DC, means it will contain AC ripples in addition with the DC. So for half wave rectifiers, as we know, this is output. Or this is the output. And what is the input? This is the input. So this is the input, this is AC, and this is output. This is also output. This is positive pulsating DC output. This is negative pulsating DC. Now we know what is the meaning of pulsating DC. Pulsating DC means a DC which contains AC ripples. Why it is called as AC ripples? Because they are unwanted. We don't require, but it is present. Okay. Now how to calculate the frequency of this? So I will draw simple. Here I have drawn AC waveform. Here I have purposefully drawn 3 cycles. How many cycles are there? 3 cycles. And this is the output. So this is input, this is output, DC output, AC input. Now if I want to calculate the frequency, so first I must know what is the frequency. So you people will say the frequency is 3 for this, and here you are not in a position to answer what is the frequency. So it is very simple. First of all we should know, हमें पता होना चाहिए कि इस AC input का frequency कितना है. So if the AC input frequency is 50 hertz, so this time period will be equals to 20 millisecond. T equals to 20 millisecond. How? So T equals to 1 by F is equals to 1 by 50. So this is equals to 20 millisecond. So you can make use of calculator if you are very weak in maths. So time period of one cycle is 20 millisecond. So this is F in and this is FO, means output frequency. So this is a pulsating DC. It has variations, and as I have said, the things which will have variations will have the frequency. जिसमें variations होंगे उसमें frequency होगी, जिसमें fixed pattern बार बार repeat होगा उसकी frequency होगी. तो यहाँ पे भी जो pattern है, जैसे कि हम लोग देख सकते हैं, ये एक cycle, this is one cycle, this is second cycle, okay. So this is first cycle, this is second cycle, this is third cycle, and so on and so forth. And जब तक इनपुट दे रहे तब तक ये साइकिल्स आते रहेंगे. अब यहाँ पे फ्रीक्वेंसी कितनी होगी आउटपुट में? सो इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट, हमें नहीं समझ रहा है तो बहुत ही आसान है. जैसे कि मैंने पहले भी कहा, डेफिनेशन ऑफ फ्रीक्वेंसी नंबर ऑफ साइकिल्स पर सेकेंड और रिपीटिशन रेट. अब हम देख सकते हैं कि ये जो पैटर्न है, दिस पैटर्न, फोकस अटेंशन ऑन हियर, यही पैटर्न रिपीट हो रहा है, यही पैटर्न रिपीट हो रहा है. विच पैटर्न इज रिपीटिंग? दिस पैटर्न. सो दिस पैटर्न, दिस सिक्कल सॉ लाइक पैटर्न, सिक्कल यानी पावशी मराठी में. सो दिस सिक्कल पैटर्न इज रिपीटिंग, इट इज रिपीटिंग, मीन्स दिस इज वन साइकिल. सो दिस इज वन साइकिल, दिस इज वन cycle. So what will be the frequency? अब दोनों का फ्रीक्वेंसी देखो सेम है, डॉटेड लाइन इंडिकेट कर रहा है कि टाइम पीरियड मैंने दोनों का सेम दिखाया. जितना रेक्टिफायर्स में कोई भी फ्रीक्वेंसी चेंज नहीं होगा, जो भी पल्सेटिंग डीसी का जो फ्रीक्वेंसी है उसका फ्रीक्वेंसी चेंज नहीं होगा. सो इफ F in is equals to 50 hertz, say for example, then output pulsating DC frequency is also 50 hertz, means F of N is equals to F of O. This is the case for half wave rectifiers. Half wave rectifiers. Input frequency जो भी रहेगी उतनी ही output frequency रहेगी. Another example we will discuss. Example, if F in is equals to say 150 hertz, therefore FO is also equals to 150 hertz. Now we will discuss about the frequency of full wave rectifiers. Output is same for bridge type, output is same for the center tap transformer full wave rectifier. So we will see the calculations. Now it consists of a positive half cycle, a negative half cycle, positive half cycle, negative half cycle. So the output is all the positive cycles or all the negative half cycles. So here I have represented only the positive half cycles. Now we will calculate the frequency. So this is AC input and this is pulsating DC output. Now as I have said, whatever pattern that gets repeated is called as frequency. So here F in, say suppose 50 hertz. So what will be the time period? The time period T is equals to 20 millisecond. Now how to calculate or how to observe the output frequency? The output frequency here is, yes, we have already discussed number of cycles